Hey guys, good morning. We're going to take a look at Zechariah 12 today. Not a very long chapter, only about 14 verses, and most of the verses are fairly short. So it's a quick read for you, but I pray that you pray on it a lot and meditate on it and speak to and hear the voice of God and what He's trying to say through it. I just want to point out a couple things. At the end of verse 3, it says, though all nations on earth are gathered against it. And they're talking about Jerusalem. And all nations on earth gathered against it. And of course, you see right now that isn't the case. You know, it's I believe it was 1940s when Israel became a nation again, and since then they have had allies. America is one of Israel's greatest allies, and you see with our current president, who totally supports Israel. You see that this is something that has not happened yet. So this is a future. This is a prophetic word for the future. Look down at verse 9. It shall be in that day that I will seek to destroy all nations that come against Jerusalem. You see, God is going to deliver Judah, Israel, and Jerusalem. God is going to deliver them. He is going to cover them. When all nations of the earth come against it, God says, I will protect it. You see, you got this tiny little country in the middle of all these Muslim countries, and God says, I will protect it. And this tiniest little country, all nations will not overcome it. And you read down in verse 10, it says that they will look on me whom they pierced. See, I'm a lot of reading says right now that Israel is not a Christian nation, and you see here that whom they pierced. Of course, this is speaking of Christ. This is 500 something years before Christ. Written that Israel will look upon Christ. Israel will look at Him. They will accept Him one day as God. And you go on, and it talks about the mourning that happens for this, and you know, one thing that just keeps popping up in my mind is that this was 500 years before Christ. Here is Zechariah writing about what's going to happen, who knows when, at the thousands of years after Christ has died. And I just think that this is great, that this is this is just prophetic gift at its best. I mean, this is just wonderful. But Jesus Himself says, I will protect them. He says the same for us. You know, there is the devil and his evil angels are after us. Sometimes it looks like they're just encamped all around us. But I assure you, if you could see in the Spirit, it's actually angels of God that are encamped around us. It is Jesus Christ Himself who saves us. It's His Holy Spirit that gives us the power to overcome. Just as Jesus Himself will give the power on Israel to overcome when all nations come against it. God is with you to give you the power to overcome all of what the enemy throws at you, and sometimes to even overcome ourselves, because you know, our flesh will lie to us, our emotions will lie to us, and sometimes we need to overcome that as well. So I love you all. I hope you have a super day.